Okay, okay. Check out these pants. I got them on clearance. They look like Joy just threw up all over my clothes, and I'm so here for it. There are, however, two problems. A, again, they're elastic, but they're not tight enough, and I have a really athletic job. And B, gosh darn, I'm just too tall for anything good in this world. So we're going to go ahead and fix both of those problems. All right, so on these pants, we already have an elastic waistband, and it's a more tailored, clean look, so we are not going to do elastic on these. Instead, we're going to take up darts. Looking on the back here, there's already a dart, so I'm just going to continue that line. A dart is just really like a triangle wedge taking out the bulk of some fabric to help it contour your body better. Your body is 3D after all, so your clothes should be too. All I've done is folded. There's the original dart, and it's just going to come up and wedge in on both sides. Now, for these pants, they fit okay. I'm just worried that, lifting all the boxes and stuff like I do all day tomorrow on Black Friday, I will be losing them all day and tugging them up all day. So I just want to give myself a little extra reassurance. And I actually think like a little bit less than an inch will be enough reassurance for me. So you can just make that a straight line from your dart point to the widest part you want taken up. Just like that. So much easier if you're not doing it for camera. Just trust me. You will have no problem with this at home. Same on both sides. And then crazy as it may be, we're just literally going to sew a straight line along that dart. This is stretch fabric and we are working with elastic. So it's not going to be a straight seam. It's going to be a tiny, tiny zigzag or lightning bolt stitch. And when you reach the edge of your dart, you're going to run off the fabric a little bit and then tie a knot with the extra thread. We don't like to do the back and forth on the edge of our dart because it adds bulk there and it should be quite smooth. So let's get it done. All right, so I'm on the Singer again because I think it has a tighter zigzag. It's actually right here. It's number 7. You can see why they call it the lightning bolt stitch. I'm going to set it and sew. I'm not really going to worry about adjusting it. I think it's fine. So let's go. I got my first dart. I marked it on the wrong side, but I'm not even going to worry about it. Just going to start. My Singer is no bone crusher, so I'm always like a little scared when I start going through fabric like this. Shoot. Okay. I made a mistake. I pushed the cut button instead of doing the chain and the tie knot like I just told you guys to do. And I hit a little bit above. I didn't have my dart going to the band, so now you can see it's divoting. So it's just as well that I missed that knot. I'm going to take this out and do it again. Okay, round two. This time I'm going to have the dart going the right way in my machine so I have a little more control. And I'm actually going to do this trick where you grab it and you pull the fabric out in a tail again. And this is going to just make you a really nice straight line to where you need to be. So I'm just going to, oh, yeah, that does want to be down. Tie a little knot. And then I can use my thread to point to where the dart is. So last time I had it pointing, I brought my dart down here. That was wrong. This is the sewn waistband. So I want my dart all the way up here. So that's something I got to be more careful of this time. Also this time, I'm going to pull it off, cut it long, and tie a little knot here. All right, let's check it out this time. So much better. That is going to lay so much flatter. All right, good. So if you got to take it out and try it again, if you try it on and it doesn't fit, just know that, Alterations is, we're already dealing with our imperfect bodies. So if you put a little imperfect sewing in there, you can just try it again, like I do all the time. All right, guys. See you when I have the other dart done. A good press with lots of steam is going to be what makes this dart look perfectly natural when it's finished. Okay, hand sewing enthusiasts, now is your time. I'm just going to take my darts and I'm going to whip stitch them down so that they don't do this all day. All right, meet you back. I'm no longer worried that I'm going to lose these pants on Black Friday, which is good. That would be very sad. They're nice and tight. I think they still look nice. They curve. That's the thing about, you know, us girls that make the rockin' world go round. We fill out a pair of pants. So I need them to be a smidge longer. Okay. So these pants only have a 1-inch in hem, which is not ideal, but I'll take what I can get. So we're just going to start taking out the blind hem that they do have in place, because it is a blind hem and not a straight sewn hem. There aren't as many stitches and it shouldn't take as long. So I will get back to you. Okay, I got 2 cuffs that are free. I'm going to re-iron this thing as close as I can to the line, and we're going to gain about 3/4 of an inch. So the blind hem stitch for a woven fabric is an 11, but I have a really stretchy fabric, so we're going to use the blind hem for stretch fabric, which is 10. And lo and behold, we need our blind hem foot. So I'm going to go ahead and swap that out with my all-purpose foot, and we'll get to sewing. Okay, I decided that for such a small pant cuff, I was going to take my cover off and make it just a free arm machine. So now I'll be able to slip the entire pant leg on like this. Also, while it is a slightly different stitch, it's the same fold technique. I made this a lot easier on myself by pressing it first. The fabric kind of will remember where it's going. But I am just going to smooth it over like that. So we talked about if you have your blind hem, you have it folded. This is where the edge is going to be. And then you fold it back like an accordion, right? And at this point, if you struggle, you can put pins in to hold that accordion fold in place. But I feel like I'm just going to go for it. Because we all know I'm kind of the queen of bad decision making. So here I am. Here's my little accordion fold. This means that the hem, the final hem, is actually inside facing my hand, my wrist, I guess. This can be moved in or out to accommodate exactly where that blind hem is going to line up with your fabric. This is pretty thin fabric, so I don't think I need to have it that far out, but you will experiment. I have left myself the tiniest hem possible. I don't even know if it's going to work or if I'm going to have to iron out some more for myself, but we'll see. I'm a little bit worried that it's catching like too much. So I'm going to slip it off and take a look. So we're sewing it like this and then it folds like this. That is, I mean, it's not super visible on these green holiday pants. I don't think anyone's going to be on the floor looking at me, but I would like it to take a little bit less. So I am going to adjust this. The blind hem is really beautiful, but a lot of people find it kind of frustrating. It is easier if you leave yourself more on this raw edge side. But like I said, I'm trying to take up as little as possible. So I'm trying to make this real tight. You don't have to. And it will be easier if you don't. Oof. Times like that, I wish I had a Viking with the executive or the exclusive sensor system to know that I'm going over that jump and release a little bit of the pressure on that foot, make it easier. One day. Okay, so when I turn the hem down, it's a little bit more of a thread than I would really like to see. It's not exactly a blind hem, you can see it. But you know what, considering that I've taken so little hem left, I think I did pretty good. And I think when I iron it, you're not even going to be able to tell. So time to do the other one. Okay guys, this is the final look. Because we made them with a stretch blindfold, I'll be able to fit my foot in there tomorrow. I will check back in and try to get a photo for how cute these are on Black Friday. But for now, it's time for me to finish my Thanksgiving tradition of planes, trains, and automobiles. Probably the best Steve Martin movie. Get back to me if I'm forgetting one for sure. But later, guys, and be safe out there Black Friday.